Welcome to my video where I'm gonna take you through my journey of obese to beast. But in this edition, it's gonna be more obese to half marathon, and also cash to half marathon. I accomplished both of those things on these days. So let me tell you a little bit about it. If you haven't seen the previous video on this playlist, 3 months ago, my lab test showed that I was pre-diabetic, so also was my highest weight level ever, 230 pounds. So I decided to start working out. So I started just using a stationary bike with some fitness app, the Apple Fitness app, and also eventually I started running because I really enjoy being out there in the great outdoors. And as I progressed into through the first month, I decided I wanted to do something that in the past I had as a goal, which was to run a half marathon. But I felt like I was going to walk half of it. I didn't have the expectations that I was going to be able to run through it. So yesterday I did my first half marathon ever. My progression through the last 3 months was better than I expected. I lost 40 pounds. I was able to get my pace down to the low tens, and so I decided today was the day, and I went and registered and signed up for it. So following is a video and some photos of my entire run. At the end, my phone ran out of battery, so my apologies that I didn't have as many pictures and videos on my last 3 miles. And friendly reminder, this video is part of a playlist that you can always go back and start from the beginning if you wanna see the entire progress that I've done over the last 3 months. All right, what is it? 7:02. Just register. We just checked in actually. A little bit of pain still on my arch. I think just gotta warm up and stretch and make sure everything goes according to plan. First sign of pain, I'm gonna be careful. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it holds up. Want to make sure I enjoy the race, my first race. So if it's going bad, I'm not gonna over push it. But here we go, man. 230 pounds to today, being able to run half marathon. And these four images that continue are pictures of when we arrived to the start line and just our warm up and just soaking in the moment so we can really enjoy it and cherish it forever. Made it to mile one, brother. The biggest hill. 3 miles. 3.5 miles, bro. How you feeling?
Feel like new, bro. I couldn't use so.
That's right. That's right. I feel like we're in our teens or not. Man, those hills were tough. Those hills to begin were heck hard.
I feel like
Great support. Great support. Thank you. Thank you. My legs are killing. I'm starting to hurt. My feet, my ankles holding up. I got a really good pace though. But the heels kill it. Damn it. I feel like the race just now started. I'm really feeling my legs now. Oh my god. whole idea was to make this freaking hill. The fuck?
It's not easy, bro.
Not easy at all. Just passed 9 miles. We just passed it. We did it. We did it, bro. We did it. Oh my god.
Come on!
Final sprint kick for, yeah, Fernando Gonzalez. Final sprint kick for, yeah, Fernando Gonzalez. Final kick. Good job. Half marathon. And here comes Cesar Gonzalez. Yeah. Good job, Cesar.
We done it.
Final sprint kick for, yeah, Fernando Gonzalez. Final kick. Good job. Half marathon. And here comes Gonzalez. Yeah. Good job, Cesar.
Thank you, ladies. Ah.
Joe Carroll Jimenez. She's done with her half marathon. Great work.
Oh my god.
Brandon Myers finishing her half marathon.
Finally finished. Was a ton more hills than I ever wanted and that I ever trained for. It was so tough. At the end, the hills, the downhill was worse than the uphill. I just couldn't open my strides far enough. Next time, gotta train some hills because you just never know. So really enjoyable moment. I'm really happy that I was able to compete in that half marathon and finish it. I enjoyed what I was able to accomplish. I'm pretty happy and proud of those numbers. 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 35 seconds. It's my personal best because even comparing it to my two training 30-mile runs, pace 9:54, my best pace ever. I really enjoyed the entire moment, just having my kids and my wife there. My brother had his wife there, and we all just getting there and competing, being in the moment. It was really enjoyable. So I wish I would have started doing this. As far as the race itself, it was really good. I trained. Excuse me. I trained around my neighborhood for 3 months. I really went from a couch where I wasn't doing anything, just watching TV after work, to start to half marathon. And every mile I trained around my neighborhood was flat surface. You never had anything close to a hill. So it was nice. It really was difficult when I was pushing myself. But this thing, when I look at the website, when I looked at this marathon and I saw the graph that showing that he dropped, the whole race course was going to drop about 600 feet over 30 miles. I'm like, great, it's going to be downhill. So it might be even easier than what I thought. And unfortunately, it wasn't. It was up and down, and there was no way I could have trained for that around where I live. And there's no way you can prepare for something like that if you haven't trained for it. Then I run the hills, although they got me tired. It wasn't a big deal as what I encountered later on through the race. But let's see, going here into the numbers. So here's a screenshot of the whole race, and you can see it's more of what the previous screenshot had, but This one shows you my heart rate, and it went further and higher than what I has ever been. And look at the elevation gain for 115 feet. In max was 1,377, and then it dropped. But now going into the breakdown, I go through the first mile just under 10 minutes. So I felt like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it easy. But there were some, to start with, there were some hills that were really challenging. These hills were, it had a really high slope, so it was tough. But it was the beginning of it. I was in good shape, so I was able to do okay. Then later on, as I went through mile 1 and 2, I kind of warm up for it, so I was like, okay, I got it. So 10:22 on mile number 2. Mile number 3 and mile number 4, my fastest ever. I won't count them as my fastest ever because he did have a lot of downhills. When you're fresh, and you're gonna see this at the end, when you're fresh, you can make big strides or big running strides. So I took advantage of that. So that helped me with my pace. It was good. And it happened, it went through mile 4. Mile 5, it was more longer hills and not as steep though. So I'm toughing it out. I did 10 minutes there. Then, I mean, I'm going to mile 8 and I'm doing 9:37 still in mile 8 with some hills. At that point is when I felt that the race really started. So it's really when you start feeling your legs getting fatigued. At that point, I had taken already some energy gummies, and I was thinking of putting in the second pack of energy gummies, but I had to wait for a water station. So unfortunately, there were not as many as they had promised. So it was tough that way. So when I had to do it to mile 10, when I got to mile 10, mile 10 had a longer, steeper hill, and that killed me. I hit the wall there. When I run through it, but when I got to the top, I felt the difference. I was just stiff with my legs. So mile 11, 12, and 13, I'm running through smaller hills, not as big. Well, there were some that were a little big, but they were short. And going down hills, I couldn't take advantage of the downhills there because I couldn't open my strides anymore. My legs were stiff, my steps were small, and it was even worse on my calves and on my hamstrings because I instead of taking advantage of the downhill, I was breaking a lot because I couldn't open my strides. So that part was very tough, and I think I wish I would have had more water, but unfortunately there were not enough stations there. It's all handled by volunteers, so I really want to thank all of them for their time. But I'm just grateful that they had what they had. So pretty cool. At the end, making it, to be honest, I wanted to walk the last mile, but I had my brother with me, and he's the one that encouraged me just to continue to keep going and not stop. And we had done 12 miles, and I don't think I was going to stop if I was by myself, but I kind of was looking for a reason to stop. And when he didn't give it to me, we continued to run. And seeing my family and everybody at the end, and having been lucky enough to finish it, and especially after, like I said, I started 230 pounds, and now here I am. I finished it. I've been very sore, and I've been having a headache since late yesterday. So I'm not sure if it's I haven't eaten enough or electrolytes. I've been trying to drink more electrolytes or not enough glucose. That I have kept low because of my diet, but I don't know. Hopefully it goes away. If not, I'm gonna have to check in with the doctor, see what he thinks. Well, thank you guys for sharing this moment with me. And again, if I did it, started at 230 pounds and not even working out to doing it under pacing under 10 minutes, you guys can do it. Just go out there, have fun, and enjoy the moment.